Good evening. Good evening, everyone. We are going to start tonight the um, Sims 4 Asylum Challenge. And I'm going to start off by saying that this is in no way meant to put down anybody who's got mental health issues. Myself, I have mental health issues. I suffer depression and anxiety. This is for me, I'm trying to make this a fun challenge where somebody is going to work through having these mental issues. She's a little erratic, which is one of the traits that we have to give. And on the screen right now, you can see I have put the challenge rules. If you want to go ahead and read through them real quick, but I do want to preface this by saying I am going to try to make this as fun as possible. And this is just a way I've done this challenge before. I've found it very fun. And I, again, do not want to I am not using this to be putting anybody down. I am not doing this to put anybody down. If anything else, it's just something that is going to help me work through, reminding me that I can work through my mental issues. And if that's something that you get out of that, then that's fine. Otherwise, this is just going to be a fun challenge. So we're doing the medium mode. And the rules are basically we start at a $500 or 500 simoleon thing. We must complete 3 aspirations before we're able to move out of the house. We cannot have a TV and a computer at the same time. It is recommended that if your sim has the computer whiz aspiration, for example, then you should have a computer, which I believe um, I'm doing nerd brain for my sim. We can only have 1 sink, 1 toilet, and 1 shower for 8 sims. We can have no more than 5 bed spots. For example, you can have 5 single beds or 2 double beds. I have in the house you'll see that I built, I have 2 um, bunk beds and 1 dou single bed. We can have you can only have 5 skill building items in the house. So choose wisely. At the start, computers, stoves, bookcases, mirrors, and TVs don't count as skill building items, but it is highly recommended to have skill items which make money. For example, like an easel. We can only have 2 non-controllable sims have a job, but they both must be in the criminal career. Your main sim can have whatever job they like. It is recommended that their job be related to the aspiration. For example, a sim with the master chef aspiration should be in the culinary career. You can purchase lifetime rewards. So that means we can purchase, like when we get up there, we can purchase the money tree if we want to. We can leave the lot to go fishing and collecting between the hours of 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. We can only travel to other people's houses and community lots during the hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. When traveling to another lot, we must bring everyone from the asylum with us. And this one I might not be doing. If a sim dies, 1 seat must be deleted until there is 1 seat remaining. I'm actually going to cut that rule out because of the fact that the challenge was created prior to the this challenge was created prior to Life and Death expansion pack, where ghosts are now playable sims. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So welcome to the world of Oasis Springs. I have built, this is the Asylum lot. So we're going to go in here and we're going to play these and I'll show you around. But this is, the one we're playing is Jaden Langford. And we have Austin Fitzpatrick, Sheena. It's actually going to be easier if I show you in Create a Sim. So let's go ahead and let's get into Create a Sim. So we're going to go in. I hope everyone is having a great night. I am recording this This video is going to be out on June 8th. I'm recording it's now June 6th, so I'm recording this now. But let's go ahead. We're going to pause this real quick. We're going to, no, I want to go. Let's do testing cheats. And I'm modifying casts. And one thing I'm really hoping to do after we complete this challenge, I want to start Salmon Bean has a challenge called the Inherited Manor Challenge, and I might use her for that challenge. So we're going to start off. This is Jaden Langford. She goes by the pronouns of she, her. She is one of hers that I'm going to go for is Painter Extraordinaire. Each sim in this challenge has to have the erratic trait, but she loves the outdoors and she's cheerful. I'll show you some of her outfits here real quick. And here's that. Okay. And then we're going to do the formal gear here. So, and then here's her athletic. Here's her sleepwear, her party wear, her swimwear, her summer gear, and her cold weather gear. But yeah, this is actually one of my favorite outfits for her. I love this outfit. Then we have Asa. I'm not going to go through the rest of the Sims outfits because I really didn't set any of them up. So you're probably gonna see some very questionable outfits. So Austin Fitzpatrick, he's erratic, gloomy, and hates children. Sheena Hiradia, erratic, gloomy, and goofball. McKinley Johns, and honestly, I love this girl. She's erratic, cheerful, and materialistic. Cameron Martin is erratic, active, and a kleptomaniac. So he's probably going to be one of the Sims that we're going to get to have the criminal career job. We have Jesse Perry, who erratic, gloomy, and foodie. Oh, that's right. And then we have Lily Aragon, who, again, erratic, cheerful, and ambitious. She's probably going to be another one of our Sims that is going to be doing the criminal career. And then we have Demetrius Amaya, who is our alien, literal alien, but he is erratic, let me get back here because I can see that better. Dance machine, and he's jealous. So we got those. And now we are going to go back to Jaden. Now, Jaden is going to be our playable character. I am going to set up some, what is the word I'm looking for? Clubs in the thing to get, so the other Sims aren't just going to, they have autonomy, but at the same time, I don't want all the cleaning and stuff to be done just by Jaden. So let's go into game. I do need to fix a couple things on the house before we go any further. I'm going to do a quick tour of the house. I'm going to go into build by mode because I noticed when I was on the Oasis Springs tab that I forgot to add siding to the roof. And I wanted to add some trim to the roof. Do that one here. So this is the house. I've not done any landscaping. I may do that as the game goes by. As they earn money, I'll do some landscaping. But this is pretty much like a trailer type house was my goal on this one. I really love doing this checkerboard pattern, so I continued that into the house. So this is the main area of the house. And you'll see I have seating for like six seating. So you can do 3 here. Actually, I did 5 seating. So 3 here, 1 here, and then 1 here. Again, their computer does not count as a um, skill building. I'm counting this and the woodworking table as one skill building item because it does the same skill. But this is their kitchen. Here's their bookcase, which again, not a skill building item. Here is the bathroom, which I love this bathroom. I mean, it's huge. It's bigger than I wanted it to be, but it's a nice basic bathroom. And then over here is the bedroom. So like I said, I have okay, we're missing a bed. There we go. We have 2 bunk beds, which are 4 sleeping spots, and then we have this 5th one, which is really going to get um usually when I've played this before, usually like day 3 or 4 is when they start getting passing out on the floor kind of situations. So for skill building, we have again this, which is the woodworking table, which gets handiness up. I've got gym equipment, so that's 2. 3, it would be this easel right here. 4 would be the jukebox because dancing is a skill. And then we have, I'm actually going to delete that. And one thing I need to get. I'm going to use that to get the things. But this, I'm counting the whole greenhouse that I built here as one skill building items because it's gardening. So that's the whole house. So let's get into gameplay. The 3 aspirations I am going to be doing for her are, and I'm going to be working on some of these aspirations all at the same time, but we are going to do the painter extraordinaire. We're going to do, let me get over there to nature. We are going to be doing, I believe it is, no, that's not it. Where is it? Outdoor enthusiast? No. Okay, it's freelance botanist, which basically we just have to plant 3 times, weed or water, evolve plants, graft plants, and then we're gonna grow a cow plant. So one thing with The Sims now is that you can grow a cow plant and name it. So if anybody wants me to name the cow plant after them, please put your requests going, I'd like to be a cow plant in the comments below, and I will keep a list of all the people who say, I want to be a cow plant. And then when I plant the cow plant is when I will put the poll up. Or what I may do is I just may pull a name out of the hat when it's time. Yeah, I think I'm either gonna put a poll up or I'm gonna pull a name out of the hat for who is going to be named, who the cow plant's going to be named after. So again, put a comment below going, I would like to be a cow plant. And you get to murder people. So we have that one. And then for knowledge, I am going to have her because I'm choosing the ones that don't require and I should have made, I think I'm going to change one of my I'm going to eventually change one of the skill building to chess, or I just may take my sim to the park to do chess. I am going to have to get a 6th um, skill building item later on because I do need to build a rocket. But we need to raise the money for that first. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to find out how much does a rocket cost. And a 5,000. So I have to earn 5,000. Well, so yeah, 5,000 simoleons to get that. So to start gameplay, we need to testing, cheat on money to 500. So we are down to 500. We can go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and set up the clubs or the social groups. So we're going to do create a club. We're going to do this one and let's see. We're going to call this the cleaning handiness. And this is going to be, right now I can only put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we only have 6 Sims in this club. So not everybody's going to be part of the cleaning. But let's see. We're going to put household members. So let's do Austin, Lily, McKinley, Cameron. And we're going to do 4 right. Actually, no, we'll put Jesse in there too. So we're going to add activities. We're going to hobbies. Woodwork would be 1. Social home activities. Let's clean. Let's fix objects. And there's nothing in the rules to say we can't do that. So let's have do I have to start the club under somebody else? Can I only start one? Okay, so I can create another one, which is cooking. So we're going to do choose activities, home activities, nothing there. Hobbies. Do we not have cooking? Make fishing products. Fun and games. Where is cooking? Am I like just missing it? Oh, food and drink. Okay. So we're gonna cook. Um, you know what? Let's also do gardening. Care for animals, go hiking. Tend and harvest garden. Actually, let's just tend to garden because I want Jaden to be the only one who harvests. So let's just tend garden. And what else can we have them do? Okay, you know what? Let's just have them. Yeah, that should be all. So let's do cooking, gardening. Okay. So we're going to add household. Jesse, Sheena, Demetrius, Austin. Actually, let's do Cameron and McKinley. I hope I have covered everybody, at least in one group. Okay, so we've got to get an emblem. So let's do coffee cups for that one. Okay, so we're good there. One thing I like about Sims is that you can start one aspiration and then move over to another one. So you're gonna be seeing me going into this menu a lot. So I'm actually gonna go into nature, uh, freelance, yeah. And I am gonna go have her buy. And one thing I'm gonna like trying to do is like have them prep their own stuff. So we're gonna purchase seeds, and I'm gonna do starter fruits, starter herbs, and garlic and vegetables. So we got those. Unfortunately, that did take a lot of money. So while I'm thinking about it, I am allowed to go in here for certain people to get the jobs. So let's go ahead and have him pick up the phone, go business, find a job. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, so it has to be the criminal career because it is the lowest paying job. And I can't remember who was the other one that I said I wanted to. Ambition. Okay, it was her. So we're gonna do that. Find a job. And I actually want him to get disguise up. Wrong thing. No, I don't want to alter disguise. I don't want to alter disguise. No. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Whoopee. Did not. Okay, cancel that. And I just realized you cannot hear. I need to fix settings here real quick. 1 second. Audio. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Just realized now you were not able to hear all that. So let's go over here. Let's get him into his disguise. No, I want to play as him. I need to get him into his disguise. Don't want to alter his disguise. I want to disguise self. Okay, and she's hopefully looking for a job. Criminal. There we go. Okay, so now I can no longer play as anybody else. Okay, we're gonna bring her home and we're gonna get her out into the garden area. And I think I should buy lighting for the, no. Should be fine. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to, actually, you know what? I can get rid of that. I know that's technically cheating, but I don't care. So we're gonna open, open, and open. So we're going to start planting. Plant those. Actually have you come in and start planting. I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna plant all of it. Okay, so with this, okay, hun, keep planning. So we planted everything that we, so let's just, come on, keep planning. Okay, you know what? Well, they're planting. Why don't you water? Let them plant for a while. Have them help you. Because you need to water 10 things. Let you, and then we'll just, I have, so, okay, so you can, since you have nothing, okay, why don't you go back to planting? You have more things to plant, hon. Okay, so she's got those all planted. So we've leveled done the first level of her gardening skills. So she's going to talk. We're going to go back to creative and painter. So we're going to have her do a classic painting. So there we go. Okay, time for you to go do a painting because you need to start paint for 5 hours. And so the way to get inspired is to paint. So, okay, 1 second. The volume down here a little bit. Okay. So I'm not really treating where they live as an asylum. And I am turning down the volume on this because it is way too loud in my ear. And I'm hoping it's not too loud for you guys. Light changes and out of that. There you go. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. So I'm sorry if the audio's been a little all over the place. Hopefully that'll be better for. Okay, so hopefully we can get her inspired with this painting. I'm still debating on whether or not I want her to have any romantic relationships with any of the Sims in here, so we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to get at least one part of each aspiration done in this episode, so I want to get at least her painting, the 3 paintings while she's inspired, so I want to get her inspired first. I'm actually going to go ahead and. Okay, that did not help. Okay. Or we can sell and we start making money. Okay, so let's try a large painting. See if that gets her. So limiting anxiety, that anxious feeling looms over Jaden as she discovers something new about herself, a fear that wasn't there before, growing inside, ready to overcome Jaden into paralysis at any moment. And she's got a fear of failure. So, and apparently, when Demetrius, and this is a family I created a long time ago, by the way. So, must have been swamp gas refracting off the weather balloon Apparently, Demetrius actually used his powers to alter her brain. So, and nothing else. At least I'm going to get her to paint for 5 hours. And sometimes it is funny to watch them dancing like at high speed. Okay, so that's a collector. So let's try another one. Let's try another large painting. So I got 2 more hours to paint. If nothing else, I'm going to get that done. I mean, she's showing she's inspired, but it's coming through as she's okay. Okay. I'm gonna hit yes on everything, and for everybody other than my sim, I'm gonna hit yes on. And after she's done painting this, I'm gonna have her use the bathroom. Okay, she's painted for 5 hours. I'm gonna have her stop for right now because she's really got to use the potty. And then she needs to eat. Okay, so I need her to cook. She can't cook anything because I gave them a broken fridge. That is not going to be good. So I'm sorry, I have to give them a regular fridge. So it's got to cost 400 simoleons. There, that one will work. I need them to be able to eat, so she may eventually buy the one to restore for the other challenge. So I'm going to have her do a single serving of garden salad, have her learn how to cook. And then I'm going to send her to bed after she eats. Right now we only have 2 Sims sleeping, so that's going to be a good thing. I think they were hoping that she was going to make food for them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Sims sleeping. Okay, what is okay? Okay, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 Sims sleeping. I don't know where the other one's sleeping there. So we're gonna have you. Oh crap! Nope, somebody just took the last bed. Okay. We now have to wait for somebody to wake up. Okay, why don't you just finish your painting? What did that just came in? Dance skill acquired. So let's finish the painting and hope one of the beds comes open soon. Before she passes out. Okay, one of the beds just came open. I have her finish that. Now we're gonna go to sleep. So she got a bed. So, well, we're going to get $141. At least a $41 profit on that picture. But I think I'm going to move this over to her nerd brain and work on that, at least one of the things for the rest of this episode. So to do that, I may need... It's funny hearing people laugh while they sleep. So what I may do is I may get rid of the, this gym equipment here. And I may get rid of this chair and buy a a chess table with... Okay, well, why don't you go take a shower? Go take a shower. Dude, go take a shower. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna buy, because she's got to get up to her logic up. So I'm gonna get rid of this chair. And we're going to go activities, and skills. We'll get the cheapest chess table we can. And we're gonna get comfort, we're gonna get a chair. Let's do a dining room chair, because I think that's what it's gotta be. No, thank you. Okay. We're gonna have her sell that. Hopefully she wakes up soon. She should. So I don't care about schools. I can go bye-bye. Come on, you can get up now. You slept enough. Okay, have her do that, and we're gonna have her play chess for a while, because she's got to get at least up to level 3 of chess skills. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. It is tempting to change the other couch out to a 2-seater and put another chair at this. I may say that I may do one thing of like, if they get to 2,000, once they get to 2,000 simoleons, I'm gonna basically say that they're gonna be able to buy a second chair, an additional chair for the chess table. I want this challenge not to be a challenge, but more of a fun thing to do. So I'm gonna bend the rules a little bit here and there. Um, when they hit like, I'm gonna say when they hit 5,000, they can buy an additional bed, or they can buy an additional skill building item. So let her play her chess for a while. What are the others doing? So we got five, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 people sleeping. I think I may, even though she's doing that, I'm going to start this gathering, have people go do gardening. So people will start cooking and start gardening hopefully soon. And actually, you know what? Nope. I'm going to have her go harvest all this stuff. Let's have her harvest everything here real quick. I hit end on that one. Just have her harvest. And anything need watering? Nothing needs watering. I'm not seeing anything that needs weeded. Okay, so we're good there. So I'm going to go ahead and sell everything. 148, that's not a bad start. And I'm going to have her go back to playing. So at 5,000, we get another chair. At then another 5,000, we'll be able to get another skill. For every 5,000, we'll be able to add a skill building is what I'm going to do. Or we can add an additional bed. And I'm going to leave that up to you guys on what we do. So for the first 5,000, I'm getting an additional seat so somebody else can play chess with her. For the second 5,000, leave a comment below again with, do we get a sixth bed spot or do we get an additional skill building item, and what skill building item we should get. Okay. Hello from the other side. You don't know me, so this might sound weird, but you're going to inherit from me, kid. Why, you might ask? Let's just say it's better for both of us if you didn't ask questions. The money needs to go somewhere, and quick. And I heard through the grapevine that you're a good, upstanding sim. Well, that's nice. Austin's a good sim. So you're about to inherit a chunk of my hard-earned simoleons. Listen, buddy, part of life is planning for your death. You should write up a will when you're ready to choose who's going to inherit your simoleons, your heirlooms, and your kids. I did mine on the computer, but you can call an inheritance lawyer to help you write one too, if you want. Just make good choices in life, kid. I sure didn't. Free money? Yes, please. So we got our first 5,000. So okay, so I'm going to go ahead, pause that. I'm going to go get another chair. So please, in the comments below, let me know when we hit 10,000. When we hit 10,000 simoleons, do we get another skill building item? If so, what skill building item do we get? Or should we go ahead and add an additional bed into the game? Okay, so let's go ahead and get her back to playing again, and she needs to eat. So we're going to have her pause that, and you know what? Let's have her cook. Let's have her cook. Okay. Have her do a garden salad, single serving. And we cannot replace anything. We have to repair it. So we have cleaning and handiness, and they have a repair. So somebody can go repair. Somebody can go repair the toilet now. Austin, Cameron. Austin's awake. He can go repair. Oh, nope. We have somebody else going to repair that. And the sink broke too. Okay, so let's stop your game and go eat. And she did. Nobody fixed it. Okay. Okay, you guys can repair stuff. Or is she gonna... Did she just stick her finger in her ear and then started... Okay. Okay, we got somebody fixing that. Okay, let's go repair. Somebody else is having... Okay, use it while you're at it. And then you can repair that one. We're going to scavenge for parts. Okay. We get that fixed. Scavenge for parts. Oh, I did put, okay, and so we can throw that away. Mop that. Oh, he's getting that. No, no, hon. Throw that away. Okay, now hopefully everybody will get out of here. Okay. Confront her. Okay, so let's have her go back to playing chess. So let's play with, and let's get to know somebody. Let's get to know Sheena. So let's play with Sheena. I want to get her to at least level 3 before I end this episode. I don't want I am not editing these videos, so you know, I am literally just playing them and I'm going to put them up on YouTube. So this way you know that there's no. She's getting tired. She's going to bed. Okay, she's going to nap or she's going to sleep. So is she taking a. Somebody's crying in her sleep. Okay. Okay, I'm going to look. Where is Jesse? Oh, Grudge. Okay. So I just have to replace it. Throw that away and replace that. Jesse, where is your inventory? Because I need to see. So I can go into their inventories and sell stuff that. Okay. Hon, can you go and throw that away? Did I put an outdoor garbage bin? I did. Okay. And then you can go back to bed. So that was fun. Nice fire. Okay. Cameron swiped a book. Okay. 2 books. Nice. Put those into the bookcase. She's got stuff I can sell. I'm not selling any of those. He's got. Open that. So they got books. He's got books. Okay, so they've all got. So I may do once an episode, clear out their inventory, the Sims inventory. Okay, so how is her sleep going? Pretty good. I wish there was a way to turn off the claim a bed. I want like all the Sims to be able to sleep. So whatever comes up and what those little alerts that come up like that, I'm going to hit yes on everything for the Sims that I can't play. Okay, so she's hungry. Let's have her cook breakfast. Let's have her. Let's have her cook food. Have her cook grilled cheese. Cheese. Okay, I'm just gonna have her wake up. So we're not gonna have like regular sleeping hours in this game. Okay, go cook, honey. Why is he angry? Somebody hurt him. Who hurt you, baby? Okay, why are you... Okay, thank you. So I had already done episode 1. I have having to read... This is a re-recording of episode 1. So I want to tell you a little story. When I did episode 1, everybody glitched out. Thank you for taking the trash out. To have her go use the bathroom. Actually, can I upgrade anything? Nope. Okay. Have her go take that. Wash hands and then have her. Let's have her get to play with somebody. Let's do Sheena again. So we're almost at level 3, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to harvest all of these. Spray for bugs. Anything need weeding? Nothing needs weeding. Okay, so she's got to level 3, so we're done with skill building except for I'm trying to get her up in gardening. So I'm going to have her go. And actually, I'm going to have. I know it's going to just be hanging out. Not the light out one. Okay. Ever.
Kellner. Gungane. Pardue skidna. Washes a breeze. Camus band trip. Shufflet.
So, oh, tarot. Nothing needs weeded here, does it? No, nothing needs weeded. Good.
Calgoe.
So,
Dalcatava. Yes, Saquinario. Omafoof. Kilon. Boosh. Saquinario. Pima. Blashu. Organoid.
okay, so that's all that needs to be done there. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to end this episode here, just in time for GeekCon. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. And again, in the comments, if you want to be eventually named, have a cow plant named after you, put your comment, I want to be a cow plant, in the comments below. And also comment below, should we use, when we hit 10,000 simoleons, should we buy a second bed? Actually, no, I'm going to change that. When we hit 75,000 simoleons, should we buy another bed or should we buy another skill building item? If we buy another skill building item, what skill building item should we buy? Again, leave that in the comments below. So we will see you next time. So thank you for watching. Again, leave a comment, hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button. And for notifications, make sure you have that bell turned on. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time.